Of course the next one was going to be Kommo-o. You're the crazy one for not thinking it would be the next one. So I actually got pretty lucky with this earlier today. I was not able to do it whatsoever. But then I got pretty lucky with RNG. It was actually worse to do this online. Let's see, today I got 3 shinies in Pokemon Go. I first got a shiny Bergmite, then a shiny Starly, and then finally, when I got home, I got a shiny Krogunk. Okay, let's see, where is this thing at? Did I pass it? Did I pass it? Am I blind or did I pass? Oh, here it is. And you know, last time, just when I said that we haven't had a Fighting Tera 7-star boss since Cinderace, of course, the moment I say that, the next one is a Fighting Tera. I actually went out of my way to grind for Fighting Teras in this game. Both my games, actually, see? I didn't get as many as I did. I didn't get as many in this game as I did in my other game. But I did grind. I think up next I need to grind for Psychic. Because I am really low on Psychic, not only in this game, but also in my other game. So I need to grind for Psychic Tera Shards next. Okay, so the Pokemon in question we'll be using is once again Slowbro. This is the exact same Slowbro we've been using the entire time. Couple things changed about it, of course. Psychic Tera, damn near the same moves as we've seen before, if not the exact same. Okay, give me a second before I start. I think my dog wants to go outside. He's in this room with me. Give me a second. Alright, we good. So we really need an Intimidator with us. I discovered what really helped is having an Intimidator constantly be knocked out, and then constantly come back in, constantly intimidating. So without that Intimidator, we done for. And of course, no Intimidator. You know, sometimes the NPCs re-roll, sometimes they don't. I don't know what causes it. So I'm gonna exit out until I hopefully see someone have any sort of Intimidator. This might take a while, since it did take me a while to actually win this myself. I had to win this solo. Being online, doing it with randos online, was actually an even worse idea. Okay, so they do refresh the NPCs, that's good. No Intimidator, though. You know, I was actually tempted to use whatever that stuff was that we used last time. Increase the Slowbro's, I think it's HP and defense. Like, that's the ones you want to do. And then I won without doing that stuff, so we're not gonna do it. I still don't have the $600 plus paywalled upgrade to this game. No, in reality, it's more like $800 Canadian. All y'all down there in America complaining about $450. Ooh, 2 Intimidators, even better. Wait, this is actually perfect. This is actually really good. 2 Intimidators instead. Well, we shall see if RNG screws me over. I don't know, I have a vague understanding of the strategy here, so I may screw up myself too. Oh, look at that. Anyways, first up, skill swap. And the idea is not to die after this, because then you lose the soundproof. Yeah, that's easier said than done. I mean, if all things go correctly, it's not a big deal if you lose soundproof. It's just, you know, better if you do. And of course he goes for close combat. Ooh, thankfully I'm alive. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cheer. I might do 2 cheers, actually. Your attack should be lowered relatively heavily. And my defense is up. Let's see. Okay, good. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna cheer a second time. Of course, they can't make it easy for you, and the cheer heals you up completely. Of course not. Why would they let you do that? I don't think that cheer even healed me up that much. Well, that did a little bit more than I would have liked. Paralysis is nice, though. Never mind. Guess paralysis is not nice. Don't flinch me. Don't flinch. Please don't flinch. I beg you. Okay, good. I know it's potentially a waste to do... Oh, come on. I was about to say it's potentially a waste. You know what? Screw it. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, you didn't reset your own stats, so I'm gonna do this one more time. And then I'll probably heal cheer. Ooh, thank you for that soundproof ability. Because now we build up our Tera. Hey, Belly Bolt set down a light screen. That's nice. Good, good. I like the way this looks. I'm tempted to do more iron defenses, but at this point, why even bother? Watch I eat my words as Kommo-o lands a crit on me. Don't flinch, don't flinch, don't flinch. Good. So annoying when it flinches. I actually don't know if Kommo-o resets our stats 2 times. Because from what I've seen, it only resets once. Then again, I only won 1 time. Okay, nasty plot. That should be 3. Now, as long as you don't land a crit on me and kill me this round, I should be good. Ooh. Excellent. Now, if you don't reset any stats, I should be able to take you down with this next turn. Almost! There's like a tiny hint of red there. You see that? There we go. I did get pretty lucky with RNG this time. I got 2 Intimidators. I almost instinctively went down and hit Don't Catch. Just because I've been grinding so many Tera raids for the shards, I usually don't catch them. I almost hit Don't Catch. Well, there was one I caught recently. So I was actually debating. I've been debating this for a while. So in my Pokemon Home living dex, I have the base form for everything. That's what I wanted for my living dex, the base form. And there's one Pokemon whose base form I was debating which one it would be. That being Mousehold. Would the base form be 3 or 4? The Pokedexes all suggest 3. All the Pokedexes suggest that 3 is the base form. However, 4 is the more common one. So for the longest time, I had a family of 4 Mousehold in my living dex. But then I finally decided, you know what? I'll follow the Pokedex. If it's a family of 3, then I guess I gotta find me another family of 3. So I was grinding for fighting Tera shards, and I found one that was a family of 3 Mousehold. So I caught that. And currently, that has replaced my family of 4 Mousehold in my living dex. Sweet! Did you notice the date? Caught that on 7/11 as well. Yeah, just when I said that we haven't had a fighting Tera since Cinderace. And then lo and behold, the next one is exactly that. Another fighting Tera. Man, I spent all that time grinding for fighting type Tera shards as well. So, how's everybody doing? I want to make sure I don't fail another shiny Mudsdale in this game. You know, every Pokemon you just saw on screen, I'm still missing in Pokemon Go. Well, not in DD, because I don't think it's even in Pokemon Go yet. I did save the game, right? I'm saving again just to be safe. Speaking of Pokemon Go, a couple nights ago, I went out to dinner with some friends. We had like Japanese barbecue, you know, where you cook the food on the grate yourself. They also had like all-you-can-eat sushi. So we did that, and I'll get to Pokemon Go in a second, trust me. And I feel like I kind of don't like eating that. I kind of don't like eating barbecue like that. Now, it's not because I don't like doing it or I don't like eating the food. It's more so I don't like going with friends to do it, because these guys have no patience whatsoever. You know, in my mind, Korean barbecue, Japanese barbecue, that stuff is already a big health hazard when it comes to like cross-contamination. And these guys, they have no patience whatsoever. They fill the grate with meat, cook it up. Some meats just naturally cook faster than others. So the moment they take out some of the cooked stuff, and there's still ones that are not cooked yet, well, they immediately put some more raw meat on there. So in the grate, there's both cooked and raw meat. And I'm just thinking like, guys, can you please be patient? You know, can we remove everything first before we put more raw stuff in there? But I get it. We also had a time limit, you know? If it's all you can eat, then it makes sense that there's a time limit. I think we had like a 2-hour time limit. I'll be honest, that day, I had breakfast. We went out for dim sum breakfast at like 10:30 in the morning. I was going to eat lunch. I was going to eat lunch at like 4 in the afternoon, but then I realized, wait, I'm going to an all-you-can-eat in like 4 hours. I may as well save my appetite. So that day, I basically only ate from like 10:30 in the morning all the way to like 8:30 at night. And I was thinking, if it's all you can eat, I'm gonna fill up. I'm gonna eat to the point I'm on the verge of throwing up. And I did no such thing. Because the portions were small, it makes sense for all you can eat. But because there were so many other people there, well, they kept on snatching the food. And with the time limit, there just wasn't enough to keep on ordering and keep on eating. Because you also had to wait for the food to cook as well. So I ate until I was relatively full, not entirely stuffed to the point I can't even stand up, which is what I hoped to do. I kind of, yeah, after that experience, I kind of feel like I don't like going to these restaurants with friends. Then again, it's a little bit sad and lonely if you're doing it yourself. I feel like maybe going with my family would be better. Because friends, you're talking, you're chatting, you're having fun. You're not really focusing on cooking and eating. Which is where, you know, Pokemon Go comes in. Because one of my friends who went to the Japanese barbecue the other night, Well, first of all, I ain't seen him in a hot minute. Last time I saw him, we bumped into each other at the supermarket, and that was an awkward exchange. It basically went like, hey man, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while, what you been up to? Oh, that's cool, that's cool. And then we just stood there in silence because we had nothing to talk about. He's like, alright, see you around. See you next time. So, yeah, I haven't seen this guy in quite a while. You know what? We're clearly not going to win anyways. Who cares? So, we, when we went to the restaurant together, he actually asked me, yo, do you want a lucky trade in Pokemon Go? Because we've been lucky friends for a couple years now, and we've never, you know, met up in person to do any sort of lucky trades. So we did a lucky trade. He also needed a lucky trade for, I think, the shiny Jirachi Masterworks research. Not the one that just came out a little while ago, the second time it came out. Nah, the one that originally came out a couple years ago. He's been stuck on that for years now. So we did a lucky trade. What he actually wanted was a Zamazenta. I had some bad IV Zamazenta I was just gonna get rid of. And by get rid of, I mean send to Pokemon Home. He wanted one because he didn't get a good IV one back when Go Fest happened. Not long ago. So, you know, lucky trade, he wanted a Zamazenta. Okay, what could he lucky trade to me? Wasn't really much I wanted, you know. Most of the shinies he had, I already had. Most of the things I want, I either did not want lucky traded for a specific reason I'll explain in a moment, or it's shinies that he only had one of and didn't want to trade. Eventually, we found something that he could trade to me, and that is, of all things, a shiny Illumise, or Illumise. I already have shiny Volbeat. Amazingly enough, I don't have shiny Illumise, or Illumise, despite it being, you know, my native regional. For some reason, I don't have that shiny. And he had a spare one, so, you know, lucky trade. A Zamazenta for a shiny Illumise. Or Illumise. I always pronounce it Illumise. But if it's Illumise, then it's Illumise. It's like how Rayquaza's objectively wrong. Virizion is flat out wrong. It's Rayquaza and Virizion. So yeah, we did that first. We did a lucky trade. A Zamazenta for a shiny Illumise. And then, there was one thing that he had multiple of, so he had them to spare. There was one thing in particular he had that I wanted, but I did not want it lucky traded. I know in the grand scheme of things it was probably stupid not to get it lucky traded, but you know what? Leave me alone. I've made my decision. And that thing was a Tropius. The regional Pokemon Tropius. I actively did not want it lucky traded, which I know is stupid because it's a no-brainer. A regional Pokemon to get as a lucky trade, that's a no-brainer. Of course you would want that. But there's a very specific reason why I did not want it lucky. In fact, I actually wanted it not lucky and bad IVs. As bad IVs as you can get. That is not zero. Which also I forgot to mention. I also got a 0 IV Hisuian Zorua in Pokemon Go. I think that was yesterday. And then the day before, you know, with this story, after the restaurant, after dinner, I got home, and at home, there was a wild, shiny Scizor. Anyways, back to the story. So yeah, there's a reason why I did not want a lucky Tropius, and that's to send it to Pokemon Home to get it registered into the Pokemon Go Home Dex. I know it's stupid, I know it's pointless, but god damn it, it's what I wanted. Leave me alone. He did also ask me, do you by chance have a white Basculin? And I'm like, damn, I only have one and it's shiny. And then the next day, I got a white Basculin in my game. So I texted him, yo, if you still need a white Basculin, I just got one. And he's just like, alright, let's lucky trade for it next time. Why was that healing sound effect so loud? Did I even do, wait, did I do a... Okay, I did do... What? You know what? Never mind. I mean, hey, seems to me it was a pretty good deal, in my eyes at least. I got a lucky, shiny Illumise, and then I got a Tropius, which is exactly what I wanted. Not lucky, and bad IVs. So that way, I could send it to Pokemon Home. If it was lucky, then it would stay in my Pokemon Go, of course. Maybe next time, you know? I'm not gonna get any luckier than earlier, having 2 Intimidators. I'm not gonna get any luckier than that. I mean, that was extremely lucky. 2 Intimidators and then a Belly Bolt that had the chance to paralyze? I'm not gonna get any luckier than that. Well, I already lost soundproof, so may as well just try again. You know what? Just for fun, just for curiosity, let's see what online be saying. What people online be talking about, How's the online realm? How's the online, landscape? Wow, people joined in quite fast. We have a Mew, and then we got a guy whose name is Bartholomew. My name is Bartholomew Henry Allen. That's not a good name. Can I go by Bart? Bart feels more natural. Can I go by Bart? Ooh, a shiny Deoxys. I wonder if I wonder if 2 different Slowbros use Skill Swap. Do we each get soundproof, or you know? Okay, so it does work like that. Only one can take it. Okay. All right, so that person won the coin flip. You know what? I can still do iron defense. I can try my best to stay alive, you know? Never mind. Man, this round's already botched. We've done what looks like 1 HP damage. There is a tiny little sliver gone. You know, this strategy actually seems like it's not that bad. However, I don't think the strategy works with 2 Slowbros, because you saw the skill swap didn't exactly work. Let's head back into solo. I wonder if you can hear that. That's a plane flying by. You know, one of my one of my irrational fears is that I'm just minding my own business, and then suddenly a plane crashes right on top of me. The chances of that happening are so minuscule, but you never know, right? There are plane incidences, plane crashes are possible, and well, those planes have to crash somewhere. Who knows, I could be that unlucky soul in this world who is the, you know, the landing spot for a crashing plane. You never know. Damn, I thought you were gonna remove the stat changes from our end. Don't flinch, don't flinch, don't flinch, don't flinch. Let's see, can I potentially do all 3 stored powers before you reset my shit? Well, 2 is better than none. Don't knock me out, don't knock me out, don't knock me out, don't knock me out, don't knock me out. Good. You know what? Maybe I should have used Nasty Plot. I should have built it up and then used it. Whatever. It doesn't really matter too much. I think tomorrow might be Hisuian Lilligant Raid Day in Pokemon Go. I'm gonna try to get myself a shiny as I try to do every raid day. Where am I at? Ooh, good thing I checked. I was about to do another. Oh my god. Oh, thank goodness I didn't flinch. Or did I see that wrong? Nope, that's right. Special attack is all the way up. Oh yeah, I'm also glad you guys can't see my face right now. The side of my lip is all kinds of messed up. I tell you, these herpes, I mean cold sores, which are not comfortable. They're not pretty to look at either. This is gonna be a fun weekend, always having to wear a face mask. Did you, like, reset my stuff? No? Don't flinch, don't flinch, don't flinch. Good. You see? One Intimidator is good. And we got two! I should also check. Are my candies maxed out? Ooh, almost. You know what, I should probably find the next one first. Find the next one, go to the nearest Pokemon Center, and then sell the candy. It's not gonna be a big deal if we don't win this. We already won 2 times. Did my game freeze? Okay. I don't know. Switch 1 version. Don't know when it's gonna freeze. How many more pseudos do we have? Or, you know, powerhouse as they're officially known as. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna nasty plot first. So we still have Goodra, both of them. We still have Dragapult, Hydreigon. Gen 7. No, Kommo-o's Gen 7. Gen 8 is Dragapult. We already did Back Caliber. I think that's it. Powerhouse-wise, we're still missing Hydreigon, Dragapult, and both Goodras. So that's 2 to 3. We don't know if they're gonna do Hisuian Goodra, though I imagine they will, since they did Hisuian starters separately. So let's assume they will, so that's 3. Wait, no, 4. I can't count. So we still have Hydreigon, Dragapult, Goodra, and Hisuian Goodra. That's 4. I don't know, we're still awaiting the, you know, the much wanted, not confirmed in any ways, the much wanted shiny box legendaries. You know, we all still want those. You know, we've been getting really lucky not flinching at Ironhead. There we go! That's totally fine. I will cheer once more. Actually, maybe I should have used Iron Defense first. Nope, it's fine. We're good. Thank you, Intimidate. Oh my god! You know what? I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna use my last heal up first. I don't want to risk Kommo-o outspeeding me. And that's fine, because your defense fell. Okay, as long as you didn't reset our side. No! Don't flinch, don't flinch, don't flinch. Okay, good. If it flinched, we may have actually lost. Because if it flinched, we have no more heal up cheers. And then it would have outsped us. Unless it used something like one of those moves that don't affect us anymore thanks to soundproof. Pretty good, if I say so myself. We were able to do 3 of these solo. Okay, so I'm gonna have to grind for some psychic shards off screen. I know I have ones that are even lower, kind of like bug. Don't worry, I will grind for those in due time. You know, I'll grind them one at a time. I should probably sell a couple of these just to make space. Just in case in the future we have another water Tera and I forget. Considering how fast we can grind these, I'll sell 100 for now. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do, but that's not where I'm gonna end this, because there is something I want to show. I wanted to show this since last time, but it wasn't ready yet. First, let me set the time right. And let me show you my Pokemon home. Alright, so first of all, here's my living dex. That spot being Slowbro, of course. But wait, let's exit the game first so we lose all those marks. And let's just go into Pokemon Home. Okay, now I can show you. So here's my living dex, completely cleaned. For the longest time, this used to have a bunch of Pokemon from Pokemon Go, so it would have the ugly G symbol on it. I decided, since I was bored, to clear it all out, replace them all with mainline caught Pokemon so that all the G's will be removed. So there are still a couple that I'm working on, because as you can see, everything is in a regular Pokeball. There's a handful that are not. Where are they? Okay, so yeah, Fione, Manaphy, those are in Pokeballs. Darkrai, I'm currently working on. I got the Shaman in a Pokeball not long ago. Arceus, I'm holding off on until I feel like doing it. Feel like catching it, that is. I have the encounter ready, I'm just waiting to actually catch it. Victini in a Pokeball. So my entire Pokemon Go, not Pokemon Go, my entire Pokemon Living Dex, regular Pokeball for everything, Keldeo, Meloetta, not Genesect, because outside of Pokemon Go, it's not available to catch in a regular Pokeball. And that's where a handful I still cannot get in regular Pokeballs, unless I transfer them from Pokemon Go. The first being Genesect, Diancie, Hoopa, Volcanion, Marshadow, and I think that's it. You know what's interesting? I was looking through my Living Dex. For some reason, Magearna, the OT is Ryan. I don't know how that happened, so I'm gonna have to replace that at some point, unless it's always Ryan, which I highly doubt. So yeah, I don't know how that happened. Some things I can't get my own OT. These ones are my OT. I don't know how Magearna has the Ryan OT. I don't know how that happened, so I'll have to replace that at some point. So anyways, yeah, there you go. Oh, also, here's the family of 3 Maushold fighting Tera I mentioned earlier. So there's my Living Dex. And then next box are all the regional forms. Regional forms plus a White Basculin, which is not technically a regional form, but whatever. And a Blood Moon Ursaluna's here because I have an extra one. Where else am I going to put it? And then here's just a couple of spare ones I don't need. Spare stuff. A bunch of Fiones. But that's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show off my Living Dex, of course, but that's not all. I want to show all over here. So these are all the Pokemon I have sent over from Pokemon Go. These are all mine. So here's the boxes of legendaries and mythicals. If you're wondering what the gaps are, this one should be Darkrai. Darkrai, this one is Genesect. Hoopa. Lunala, which isn't out yet in Pokemon Go, raids-wise. Lunala will be in raids in a couple weeks as of right now. I don't have a Stakataka. Well, I only have one. So Stakataka. And then, this is what I wanted to show off. This year, I don't feel like doing a full-blown Pokemon Go Living Dex. So what I decided is to just have evolved forms of everything. Since on the mobile app, I'm trying to register as much as I can, which is impossible because certain Pokemon cannot be transferred over, like Spinda and Zygarde, Kubfu. But I'll do whatever else I can. So instead of having a Living Dex, I sent over a Bulbasaur, evolved it into Ivysaur and Venusaur to register all 3. So I basically have a fully evolved collection, plus things that are just one-off, things that don't evolve, kind of like Tauros, Pinsir, Ditto. So this was what I did not have ready last time, because I can only transfer so much at a time. So here's my Pokemon Go fully evolved collection so far, plus things that are just one-offs that don't evolve. Here's a Tauros I mentioned earlier. The Tauros I got like 2 days ago. The one I did not want lucky or good IVs, for the sole reason of transferring it here. This is a Relicanth. There's a handful of them that I don't have yet, and that's because of either 2 reasons. One, I only have one in Pokemon Go and I don't want to transfer it up until I get a duplicate. Or 2, I just don't have one, period. So Relicanth is one. Yanmega is one. Of all things, Yanma and Yanmega are the last wild spawn that have nothing special to it that I'm missing. So not regional, not anything, just a regular Yanma. I'm still missing that. And Yanmega. I'm still missing Rotom, Maractus, Sigilif, Honedge, and, you know, Honedge, Doublade, Aegislash. Aegislash is coming to Pokemon soon, as of right now. It's not out in Pokemon Go just yet, but it will be soon, so this slot will be filled out soon. Hawlucha, Wishy-Washy's not in the game yet. And then a bunch of spaces are either Pokemon I don't have yet, like I believe Salazzle should be here. Or they're just not in Pokemon Go yet. Oh yeah, I also have a Kommo-o here. I decided, you know, this is a fully evolved collection, plus things that don't evolve. I decided to add Kommo-o here, because we're getting Solgaleo and Lunala in raids. So why bother sending 2 to evolve it when I can send 1, and then just send the ones from raids to get these 2. So that's why I have a Kommo-o there. You know, instead of sending 2, I only sent 1. I'm also missing a Stonejourner, since that one's regional as well. But yeah, for the most part, here's my collection that I wanted to show off that wasn't ready last time. So as of right now, these are all the Pokemon Go fully evolved Pokemon and Pokemon that don't evolve I have in my collection. As Pokemon get added, as I get my hands on more regionals, this list will get filled out more and more. And then here's just baby Pokemon, because why not? And this here is my level 1 collection. Pokemon that are level 1 that really should not be level 1, because you can't get them anywhere else outside of Pokemon Go. All of these are level 1. And I find it so hilarious that you can actually get these. These are legit, not hacked, and level 1. I have plenty more in my game I could send over, however I'm holding off just because other things have priority. I could technically evolve this into a Dusknoir, have a level 1 Dusknoir, that'd be pretty cool. I can't evolve this into a Garchomp, because then it will level up. And then a couple of extra stuff. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show off, my Pokemon Home Pokemon Go collection. I don't think anyone else has done it my way. And also, I have a ton of spare legendaries that are just wasting space. So I'm gonna have a ton more duplicates coming up soon. Oh yeah, also to clarify, Hoopa Unbound. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show. My Pokemon Go collection in Pokemon Home. Yeah, I don't think anyone else has done it this way. Instead of doing a Living Dex Pokemon Go, I'm just doing a fully evolved collection. Because that still proves that I sent the Pokemon over and I still evolved them. Did I get Shiny Heatran? No, I did not. I should also clarify that there are some exclusions, like there's no Mr. Mime here. And that's because... where is it? Because Mr. Rhyme. I can send a Galarian Mr. Mime, it'll register the normal form, and then I evolve it for a Mr. Rhyme. So you notice that there's no regular Linoone here. Somewhere, wherever it's supposed to be. There's no regular Linoone. That's because there is Obstagoon. There's no regular Corsola because I could send over the Galarian one to evolve into Cursula. Far-fetched, other regionals that can evolve. So yeah, that's my Pokemon Go collection in Pokemon Home. A handful of things missing, but for the most part, yeah, this is a lot of work right here. Once remote trades are introduced, ooh, I'm gonna fill out as much as I can. Alright, well, that's gonna do it for tonight. Just wanted to show that off real quick. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys next time for whatever the hell is next in the 7-star raids. Please shiny hunt more Heatran? Don't worry, I will, until I get it. But not tonight. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye.